Guys, I'm working on a project that is going to be released next month, and this project has had me thinking about many things that I have gone through as a trader on my journey towards profitability. And in as much as it's just a random Sunday, I just decided, to throw it out here and talk to you guys, because I feel like this is something that most traders are going to relate to. The title says that if you want to win in trading, you must suffer first. And you're looking at this title and you're wondering, wow, what is this video all about? The market's trial trading is not a side gig, it's a mirror. One trader put it this way: the market doesn't test your strategy, it tests your character. In smooth markets, your system might work and you feel calm, you feel confident, you feel clever. But when the chaos hit, only your discipline, patience, and beliefs can carry you through this. In calm seas, anyone can sail perfectly and smoothly. But in a storm, characters are exposed. If you've been knocked down by a few market waves, know this: you're not alone. The market has thrown worse at many of its students. Take the story of this trader, Ivan, that I've been reading. And I saw that this is a trader who hit rock bottom time and again. And he learned early that to make it as a trader, you have to first walk the path of failure. I remember him describing the market as untamable bull that you must tame. This guy blew up accounts, lost life savings, and spent years frustrated. Yet he noted, ironically, that those failures were forging him to be a better trader. He noted that your repeated failures will help you develop into that person if you stay the course. In other words, each loss is a lesson in becoming worthy of success. He also confessed that for a long time, the biggest obstacle was himself. Every trade was a roulette wheel of emotions. Exhilarating wins, crashing losses, and endless second guessing. Now, you keep searching for a magic system, but you never realize that you are the problem. And only when you face that truth, that you and I are the operators, we are the men behind the wheel, that is when growth will begin as a trader. Now, for us to actually accept to go through this, we have to accept the suffering that will come through this. For you to be carved into a disciplined trader, all your aspects of indiscipline have to be removed. All your aspects of being impatient, all the aspects of you having greed, they have to be removed for you to become the better trader. And it is a painful process. By the end of his journey, Ivan had turned the corner. He wrote that his repeated failures brought him to a place of mastery. Not overnight, but of course, over time. In other words, the struggle was the curriculum. So he distilled his experience into a very simple truth, that to win, you must wage two battles side by side. First, you must master the craft of trading. That is obvious. That is why each and every time you have to learn every day. And now the second thing is that you must master yourself. So it's not enough to learn a system. You must also learn how you behave, under stress. Only when both craft and character are honed will profits follow. So guys, I found it very interesting because now I learned that if you neglect the inner game, losses and failures will get to you and you'll just end up giving up. It's a hard truth. Many quit not because they can't, trade profitably, but because the emotional toll is so great that giving up seems easier than pushing on. Okay? I have this principle that I believe in called resilience through adversity. So this principle is not unique to traders. Psychology teaches us that hardship can indeed build strength. You all know this saying that says that which does not kill us makes us stronger. Now, Researchers call this post-traumatic growth. The idea that going through crisis often leads to positive personal change. And think about it. Think about the biggest things that you've ever achieved in life, whether it was in school, whether it was in business, whether it was in anything that you ever achieved in life. Trust me, you had to go through a moment of change. And trading is no different, because adversity can spark a new strength and a deeper appreciation of life. Suffering will produce endurance, and that endurance will produce character. It's not about how hard you are hit. It is about how hard you can get hit and still keep moving forward, because life and the markets are all the same. They will knock you down to your knees, but if you rise each time, that persistence now becomes the victory. Understand this, without trials, we never discover how strong we are. We never discover our potential. In other words, heroes need their so-called dragons. All of this means that your trading losses and setbacks are not random punishments as you see them. They are part of your education. The same way you struggle with learning new strategies, you struggle with, understanding new concepts. Struggles are your education. Every red candle, every wiped account is a testing lesson of, do you follow your plan? Do you control fear and greed? And each time you answer that test honestly, now your character is going to grow. Because now, see, the market is relentless, yes, but it's indifferent. It's not cruel. It only wants to show you who you are in the face of risk. Imagine ending this cycle. Think of the trader on that other side of those lessons. No, the calm trader, the wise trader, the more disciplined trader, the profitable trader. That person was forged by the very challenges that now we feel like they are hurting us. A struggling trader is a sign that mastery is coming. Someone got into trading for 1 year and they quit. Another person got into it 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Different people quit in different phases. But the reason as to why you're watching this video is because you are greater than a quitter. So over time, and each day that we push on is just getting us to the day that we are going to be profitable. So if you're on the verge of quitting, just know that your pain is not in vain. It's carving endurance and hope out of all the chaos that the market is bringing to you. The victories might not have arrived yet, but the ground is being laid. No one can say you will succeed. And success, as a matter of fact, is not guaranteed, but you deserve to see a slightly different truth. These struggles are part of the journey. That is it, plain simple. Everyone that you know has gone through all these struggles. They're testing your character, my character, yes, but they're also building it. So keep going. Not because winning is certain, but because a stronger you is being built with each loss. You are a unique person with unique strengths and weaknesses. What is my strength might be your weakness, and what is your weakness might be my strength. So the market is teaching us in its own harsh way. So what we have to do, we just have to embrace that painful schooling, and one day we will look back and see that all those scars became our armor. As we go back to the market, I want to urge you guys that don't go with the fear of defeat, but with the quiet confidence that you can handle whatever comes next. Because otherwise, you're still in the fight, and this fight is forging you into something far greater. I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, you tell me what you think about these types of videos. I want to be doing them oftenly, just talking to you as I share my journey. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.